And good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to the championship game of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Florida, and brought to you live on the internet, audio only here on jockjive.com. Jason Thompson here bringing you the action with the undefeated Marianna squad against the host team, Liberty County. Liberty County will be the visitors on the scoreboard. This is the batting lineup that they will send to the plate against Marianna pitcher Cameron Odom. 24 is Rylan Roddenberry at shortstop. 42 is the pitcher Nate Carpenter. 16 is Jake Burns at third base. 9 is the first baseman Gavin Sewell. 11 is Brock Lewis. 15 is Jacob Kent behind the plate. 3 is Ashton Amons at second. 5 is Maddox Taunton. 45 is Jackson Mayo in right field. 7 is Hunter Brown in center field. 1 is Tanner McSpadden. And 2 is Jax Brown in left. Liberty County is wearing their gold tops with the white sleeves, the maroon letters and numbers, a la Florida State, and prominently white batting helmets. Marianna defensively with their purple shirts, white stripes down the side, white pants with the black numbers and letters with the white trim. We'll have the following defensive alignment from left to right, from third base to first base. Is number 5, Jake Harris. 9 is Brady Brock. 24 is Caleb Thomas. 4 is Isaiah Spencer. The outfield from left to right. Number 1 is Jacoby Hall. 13 is Aaron Johnson. 42 is Corey Williams. Behind the plate, 22 is Trent DeFelix. And on the bump, number 12 is Cameron Odom. Marianna coming into the game undefeated, 5-0, outscoring the opposition 56-4. Liberty County has won 3 straight in the loser's bracket after dropping into the loser's bracket to Marianna 12-0. The first pitch at 1:32, missing up for ball 1. Liberty County beat Juanita 12-0 in 4 innings on Saturday before losing 12-0 in 4 to Marianna on Sunday. They have since beaten Ridge Manor 11-6, Chipley 7-4, and Shalimar 11-1. 1 game each day on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's a strike called to Rylan Roddenberry, who threw the maximum 85 pitches in their win over Shalimar earlier today, so he's ineligible to pitch today. Same with Jake Burns. The pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the right. And just for informational purposes, I wish I was lying, but there is a lot of gray clouds hanging over us. But the chance of rain is only around 15 and 20%, so Lord willing, we'll be able to get this one in without Mother Nature interrupting. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rylan Roddenberry. Conversely, Marianna has all of its pitching available for this championship game. The pitch is outside for ball 3, and of course the host team has to beat Marianna twice, today, here, and the if game tomorrow morning. Great story that the host team is that swung on, left side, third baseman has it, over to first, and he's safe, he beat it out. An infield hit. Bang, bang play there at first. Roddenberry busting it down the line. And for all the youngsters that we have up here, when your coach says to hustle down the line, there's a perfect reason why. As Jake Harris threw across to Isaiah Spencer, but Roddenberry, chugging down the line, beats it out for the infield hit as Nate Carpenter to the plate, and he squares around the bump, but it's outside for ball 1. The winner of this one, which Marianna is hoping, or the winner of tomorrow's game, which Liberty County is hoping for, will punch their ticket to the Dixie Youth World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. That is fouled, bunted foul to the right side. That will be the final weekend. We call it the finale of our Dixie Summer. On August the 4th, the majors, the AAA and the Ozone divisions will be on August 4th. The Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series will be the Saturday before, starting on July 28th. The 1-1 squares around to bunt. He offered. It was low and away for strike 2. Spring Hill and Okeechobee will be heading down to over and then up, because it's northwest of here, in Lumberton, North Carolina that weekend. That is a strike 3 called to Nate Carpenter. One down here for Jake Burns. Not sure yet. Again, I'm just assuming that Spring Hill will be Florida's machine pitch representative, since they just won the machine pitch state championship. But Spring Hill does have the option to choose the one or the other, and then Okeechobee will obviously be the other representative in the other tournament. So the pitch to Jake Burns, taking all the way, strike 1. In the machine pitch tournament, coach pitch tournament will start on the 28th and go through July 1st. And we'll have 3 days off before the finale on August 4th. He squares around to bunt again and misses at strike 2. And Marianna has struck out 57 of the 66 outs they have faced in this tournament. Dominant is a applicable word. That is up and away for ball 1. Jake Burns threw 63 pitches, I believe, yesterday, so he is ineligible to pitch. The pitch is swung on, fouled, out of play. It'll stay 1-2. You know, I'm wondering how many folks down there from Bristol are taking a long lunch today, or developed a cough around noon, saying, "Boss, I have to go home," wink, wink, so they can be here. The pitch is swung on, fouled back. So Burns in a good battle here with Cameron Odom. Again, 56-4. Marianna has outscored the opposition. And the pitch is strike 3 called on the outside corner. So Odom, after the infield hit to Roddenberry, has struck out the next 2. The first baseman, Gavin Sewell, to the plate. Jock Jive will be in Sebring in, I believe it's 10 days from now. Pitch missing, up for a ball. Sebring will be hosting the T-Ball AAA and Ozone State Tournament. And Jock Jive will be there, myself, I believe the owner, Robert Williamson, Mike Rideout, and 2 others. At least 2 others. Could be 3 others. I guess we're waiting to see if T-ball will be on 1 field or 2 fields, which means we'd only need 5 broadcasters or 6. The pitch is a big swing and a miss. Sewell with a big cut. Coming up empty, it's 1-2. Again, the runner at first, Rylan Roddenberry. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Cameron Odom, after the infield hit, strikes out the next 3. So we will head to the bottom of the first. Team Marianna will send the following lineup to the plate against Liberty County pitcher Nate Carpenter. Number 4 is Isaiah Spencer at first base. 9 is Brady Brock at short. 12 is Cameron Odom, the pitcher. 1 is Jacoby Hall, the left fielder. 22 is the catcher, Trent DeFelix. 24 is Caleb Thomas at second base. 42 is the right fielder, Corey Williams. 2 is Parker Willis. 13 is Aaron Johnson in center field. 13 is Cole Reagan. Number 5 is Jake Harris at third base. And 8 is Sergio Womble. Mason Brock is the Marianna manager. Jonathan Thomas, Letitia Womble, the assistant coaches. Defensively for Liberty County, across the infield from left to right, from third base to first base. 16 is Jake Burns. 24 is Rylan Roddenberry. 3 is Ashton Amons. 9 is Gavin Sewell, the outfield from left to right. 2 is Jax Brown. 7 is Hunter Brown. 45 is Jackson Mayo. Behind the plate is number 15, Jacob Kent. And on the bump is number 42, Nate Carpenter, as Matt Carpenter is the manager, and Ivy Kent and Ricky Mayo, the assistant coaches. And we'll be back for the first pitch at the bottom of the first after this break here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back in time for the first pitch to Isaiah Spencer, which is out of the zone for ball 1. Isaiah Spencer, Brady Brock, Cameron Odom here in the bottom of the first in the state championship game of the Florida DYB Major State Tournament. The 1-0 to Spencer, missing outside as Nate Carpenter. I'm going to stay out there. I'm not going to let him get anywhere near getting the bat on the ball, as he homered twice, I believe, against Liberty County on Sunday. The pitch is swung on, ground ball, knocked down by second baseman, over to first. It's low and it gets away. And it's going to be a 2-base error, as Ashton Amons got there in plenty of time, and the throw was just low to Gavin Sewell. So the leadoff man aboard here at second base. I think he took about 10 steps to get from home to second. Again, looking at the size of him, you would think he was about 17. He's got some long legs, as Brady Brock to the plate. And the first pitch from Carpenter, missing for ball 1. Long look in by Carpenter, and the 1-0 pitch is up and away. Loses the hat on the delivery. It's 2-0. Got to cinch that up. And we will stay on after the end of this one, should it be the last game, to give you the audio of all the post-game festivities, which there will be plenty of. The pitch is up for ball 3. It's not where you want to be if you're Liberty County, who mercy ruled Shalimar 11-1 in 4 innings to make it to the championship game. Both teams out of District 5. The pitch. Beautiful changeup in there for a strike. Again, Liberty County did not have to play their way here, as they got a berth by being the home team, but yet won 3 straight elimination games to get here. Running with the big dog, so to speak. The pitch is out of the zone for ball 4. And Marianna with something brewing here in the bottom half of the first, as Cameron Odom looks to aid his own cause as he strolls to the plate. Marianna rolling over San Antonio 16-1 in 3 innings, but they scored 14 runs in the third to end that one early. The pitch to Odom is low into the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Kent. So these two teams awfully familiar with each other, having belonged in the same district. Again, it is Isaiah Spencer at second and Brady Brock at first. Marianna looking to strike first. The pitch is low for ball 2, and Carpenter having trouble finding the strike zone here in the early going. Looks like 8 balls and 2 strikes thrown so far by the Liberty County pitcher. And the 2-0 is low and in the dirt for ball 3. Carpenter just throws his hands out there. Guess he thinks he's not missing, but apparently the man getting paid say he is. The 3-0 pitch is up and away, and the bases are loaded, with nobody out here in the first. And Jacoby Hall, who does have a home run in this tournament, walks to the batter's box. Infield in for the play at the plate. The pitch to Jacoby Hall. Up and away for a ball as Carpenter again loses the hat, but everybody stays put. There's Velcro on that hat. You may need to tighten that sucker up. That's about the third or fourth time that thing's come loose. Of course, Carpenter does have a big head of hair he's sporting there. If they're going to come home, that has to be fielded cleanly, and the ball hit hard to get Spencer at the plate. The pitch is swung on, ground ball, past the shortstop into left for a base hit. One is going to score. Brock will hold at third. So Jacoby Hall with the RBI single. Marianna takes the 1-0 lead here in the first. Still nobody out for Trent DeFelix. Ball a couple feet to the left of Rylan Roddenberry on the chopper. As the catcher DeFelix looks to break this thing wide open here. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Sun has found its way through the clouds, and it is beaten down hard here in Bristol, as it has most of the tournament. We have had 2 weather delays, including a 3.5-hour one on Sunday. Carpenter looking in for the sign. He has it, and the pitch is swung on. Back up the box. That's a base hit. One is going to score. They will send the runner around third to throw to shortstop. Actually, he puts the brakes on. And 5 straight have reached base. It is 2-0 Marianna as DeFelix plates Brady Brock Odom to third and Jacoby Hall to second. Caleb Thomas is the second baseman. And the pitch to Thomas is swung on. Past the pitcher to the shortstop. He'll just put it in his pocket. Everybody is safe. I think Carpenter got a piece of it as he tried to dive and knock it down. But the infield hit plates another run. 6 in a row have reached, and it's now 3-0. And apparently, as we mentioned, with 2 pitchers already being burnt by Liberty County, the coaches are saying, Nate, this is your ball game, buddy. As Corey Williams swings and misses, swings out of the zone for that one. It was up around chest level, 0-1. Again, your runners for Marianna are Jacoby Hall at third, Trent DeFelix at second, and Caleb Thomas at first. 3 in already, and still nobody out. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Chasing one out of the zone again. If I'm Carpenter, I'm throwing something off speed right here on 0-2. Long look in by Carpenter. And he fires to the plate and swung on and missed for strike 3. So he gets Corey Williams on 3 pitches. And finally, Liberty County has an out here in the bottom of the first. Parker Willis is the 8th batter of the inning. Again, in Florida Dixie Youth Baseball, all 12 batters bat the first time through. Then it's cut down to the top 9. Coaches at their discretion can insert 10, 11, and 12 as pinch hitters or runners. Pitch to Willis is upstairs for ball 1. Again, 3-0 our score. The pitch is a gorgeous changeup for a strike. That was Uncle Charlie right there. Again, Jacoby Hall is at third base. Trent DeFelix is at second. Caleb Thomas at first. 3 already in for Marianna. The 1-1 is a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And conversely, Marianna has all of its pitching available here and going forward. The 1-1 pitch is outside. Gets away. Runner coming home. The throw is late. He's safe. Jacoby Hall scoring on the wild pitch. And every runner moving up to Felix to third. Thomas to second. It is a 4-0 lead. The youngsters in purple from Marianna. I believe the count is 2-1. I don't think we've mentioned it in this game yet, but last week, Bristol a victim of a lightning strike that knocked out all their scoreboards. So the only confirmation we have of the count is from the home plate umpire. It looks like 2-1, I believe he threw up there. The pitch is inside for ball 3. The 3-1 is swung on, foul to the right side. It is 3-2 as we start year 235, I believe, if my math is right, of existence of the greatest country on the face of God's green earth. Leave if you don't believe it. DeFelix at third, Thomas at second. The pitch is strike 3 called. He took it right down the middle for out number 2. As Aaron Johnson, the center fielder, to the plate. A 4-run first for Marianna, but they're looking for more. Could get 6 if Johnson could push one through the infield. As the long look in from Nate Carpenter, and the pitch is low and away. Gets away from the catcher. Runner thought about it and is going to backpedal back to third, that being Trent DeFelix, as the ball bounced right back to the catcher. Jacob Kent, again, looks like there can't be any more than 20 feet of real estate between home plate and the fence. So if a ball gets a fortuitous bounce back to the catcher, people are going to stay put, unless you're maybe Isaiah Spencer. The pitch, big swing and a miss, 1-1. Cole Reagan hopes to bat this inning. Johnson, the 9th batter of the inning here for Marianna, already up 4-0. The first 6 batters reached safely. Error, single, walk, single, single, and single. The pitch is, off the back of Johnson. He took it off the upper shoulder, very close to the head area. Been very fortunate. We've seen a few pitches get high up on batters, but hopefully we'll stay away from the head area the rest of the way. As Cole Reagan to the plate. Reagan, the 10th batter this inning. Pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Carpenter continuing to lose the hat on almost every pitch. There is some wind blowing out there. We see the flag behind the pitcher there, or the batter. Now 2-0. Flags are fluttering ever so slightly from left to right, which I guess is east to west, depending on our location here. The pitch is upstairs for ball 3. There is nowhere to put him. Trent DeFelix is at third, Caleb Thomas is at second, and Aaron Johnson is at first. 4-0 for Marianna, but looking for more here. As Carpenter fires. It is outside for ball 4. It is 5-0. As Cole Reagan gets an RBI the easy way. As Johnson to second, Thomas to third, Trent DeFelix comes in to score. As time is finally called, and I believe this is manager Matt Carpenter coming out to talk to his infield, but he's yet to take the ball from Carpenter because, again, he might be one of the few pitchers they have left that can pitch. The Summer of Dixie is underway between now and mid-August. Jock Jive will be streaming all of this tournament, plus the AAA Ozone and T-Ball FLDYB state tournaments in Sebring, the Dixie Baseball 15U and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Major World Series in Lumberton, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Also, be sure to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we are at Jock Jive, and on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. Jake Harris will be the 11th batter this inning. As everybody heads back to their positions. It'll be Jake Harris and Sergio Womble. If Womble gets to the plate, Marianna will have batted around all 12 here in the first inning. The pitch is swung on, popped up, right side. It'll drop in front of the second baseman. And I believe everybody be safe. Throw back down to third, and he is safe. As Ashton Amons had to wait for the runner to go by before he could make a play on the ball. So the infield hit by Harris plates another. It is 6-0. Case there where the runner has a right to the baseline. As Sergio Womble will take ball one inside. Again, the run rules do apply in the championship game, which is 15 after 3 and 10 after 4, which Marianna is gunning for. The pitch is low. As he checks his swing, it's now 2-0. And oh, by the way, Isaiah Spencer's on deck with the bases loaded. So if you're Liberty County, you want to end this right here and now. The pitch is low. Ball gets away. A run is going to score. Everybody moves up. It is 7-0 Marianna. He can't hear us because he's out there on the tractor. We want to give a big shout out to Ray Glisson, who's the park and rec man here in Bristol, who's gotten really good at hosting tournaments like this. This is at least 4 years in a row they've hosted a Dixie tournament. Baseball, 2 of the last 3, and then softball in 2017 and 2015. That is a walk to Womble. The bases are loaded for Isaiah Spencer. And that is going to be it for the young Nate Carpenter, as they'll have to take the ball from his hands. This is their second meeting, second time going out to the mound. It looks like Ashton Amons will take over while he takes his warm-up pitches. We'll take a break here on JockJive.com.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
Number 3 is Ashton Amons. He's getting his final warm-up tosses. I believe Carpenter will take his place at second. Yeah. Actually, it's going to be Carpenter going to short and Roddenberry to second. So the infield is now Burns, Carpenter, Roddenberry, and Sewell across the infield as the left-handed hitting Isaiah Spencer bats with the bases loaded. And the pitch is big swing and a miss. Trying to make it 10-0 right there. Coming up empty, it's 0-1. Again, Marianna with the 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the first of the state championship game. Pitch number 2 from Amons is a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And again, if applicable, we will stay on to give you the audio of the post-game ceremonies. The 0-2 is swung on and hit out of play to the left side. And no fear of hitting anybody out there because everybody's here watching this one. Again, congrats to Spring Hill and Holmes County. Spring Hill winning the traditional state championship in the machine pitch 12-3 over Okeechobee. Holmes County edging Shalimar in extra innings 10-8 to win the B Division title. The 0-2 pitch is strike 3 called. So Ammons finally ends the bottom of the first, but not before 7 runs come across on 4 hits. They leave them loaded. To the top of the second we go. When we get back, you are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Championship game here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blunnstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blunnstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
Back here in Bristol, where Cameron Odoms finished his warm-up tosses, as Liberty County will send up Lewis, Kent, and Amons batters 5, 6, and 7 in a 7-0 lead for Marianna. Marianna scoring 7 in the bottom of the first, as they've scored double digits in 4 of their 5 wins. The pitch to Lewis is a ball 1. The 1-0 missing outside. It's now 2-0. Pitch missing up. It's now ball 3. According to the Weather Channel, it is 87 right now in Bristol, but feels like 94. Summertime in the South. That is a 4-pitch walk to Brock Lewis. So for the second inning in a row, Liberty County has put the leadoff man aboard as Jacob Kent, the catcher, to the plate. Runner at first, Brock Lewis. The pitch is a strike called. And the pitch in there for strike two. It's 0-2. Odom to the plate, and he misses outside as Odom thought he had it. Felix did everything he could to try to bring it back in the strike zone. 1-2 to the catcher. Pitch, swing, and a miss for strike three. 4 outs, all by the K. Ashton Amons to the plate. Has the bright wristband near the left elbow area. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Odom trying to get around the leadoff walk here in the top of the second. And the 0-1 in there for a strike. Gorgeous pitch there. It's 0-2. As Maddox Taunton waits on deck. Pitch is swung on and missed. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Strikeout number 5, which I believe makes 62 for the tournament. Maddox Taunton to the plate. Pitch is, it's the outside corner for strike 1. Pitch to Taunton is swung on and missed for strike 2, so 5 straight strikes. As number 5 looks to get the second hit of the day for Liberty County. Rylan Roddenberry beating out an infield hit to start the first. The pitch is low for ball 1 as DeFelix tried to scoop it and bring it back into the zone. Again, Brock Lewis, your runner at first. The 0-2 pitch is just outside. It's 2-2. So happy 4th of July, everybody. The 2-2 up and away for ball 3. So anytime Liberty County gets a runner on the rest of the way, it's almost must score. Already in a huge hole here, down 7-0. The payoff pitch is strike 3 called. I think I've said that once or twice. As Liberty County leaves another one on. So that is strikeout number 63 out of 69 outs in the tournament. So we will head to the bottom of the second. It's all Marianna so far. 7-0 here in the 2018 Florida DYB State Championship game, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
David Jackson Summers is a candidate for Liberty County Judge. David is committed to the qualities we need in an office holder. He is dedicated, respectful, and will pursue progress. For the first time in 22 years, the people of Liberty County have a choice in who our county judge will be. Take the opportunity to vote David Jackson Summers for your county judge. Political advertisement approved and paid for by David Jackson Summers for county judge. Roberts & Roberts Construction, with offices on Sherman Avenue in Panama City, are proud supporters of Dixie Youth Baseball. Roberts & Roberts understand the importance of instilling the positive characteristics that team sports provide. The ability to work together for a common goal, pick a teammate up when they are down, and praise a job well done are traits that will serve the young athletes well throughout their lives. And at Roberts & Roberts Construction, we are proud of these young gentlemen and ladies.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park here in Bristol, if you want a download of any game of this week's tournament, they are only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake that you'll want to have for a lifetime. Brady Brock, Cameron Odom, and Jacoby Hall here in the bottom of the second. It is all Marianna so far, 7-0 here in the bottom of the second. Pitch over the head of Brock. It's ball one. Brock drew a 4-pitch walk his first time. The pitch is a strike called, even at 1-1. From the sound of things behind me, it sounds like the brackets for the T-ball, Ozone, and AAA are being put together as we speak outside for ball two. And those should be on the Florida Dixie Youth website later on today. Time is called. So again, if you're a district champion in either one of those leagues, any of those three, be sure to keep checking the Florida DYB site. That is a strike called. It's now 2-2. Jock Jive will be down there in Sebring starting on Saturday, July the 14th. The action is supposed to start early in the morning, around 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. The pitch is outside for ball three. Again, I could see them. They were drawing pieces of paper out of a hat. The 2-2 is up and away. Actually, that was a 3-2 pitch, so a leadoff walk to Mason Brock on base for the second time. Cameron Odom to the plate. Again, there is a mercy rule in the championship game. 15 after 3, 10 after 4. Marianna looking to do just that, as they have done, I think, 3 times in this tournament. The pitch is a strike called. Yeah, 3 times in the tournament they have won early, including their 3-inning win, 16-1 over San Antonio. The pitch way upstairs, ball one. The 1-1 pitch is up and away for ball two. 2-1. Pitch is a strike. Strike 2 called. Afraid I don't know her last name. We want to thank Miss Glenda, whoever has the very nice rental house on Lake Mystic that we've stayed on each time we've been here, 2 in the last 3 years. A beautiful sight once you step outside the back door of the 3-story house. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled straight back. Again, Brady Brock on first with the leadoff walk. Cameron Odom walked in the first inning, and he has a 2-2 pitch headed his way here from Ashton Amons. And here it comes. It is upstairs. Did he check his swing? It looks like he did. They're going to check down. Yes, he went around. So a strikeout for Cameron Odom as he just could not hold up. One down here for Jacoby Hall. Jacoby Hall with an RBI single. Scored on a wild pitch in the first. And the pitch from Amons is up and in for ball 1. Again, a 7-run first for Marianna. And they're looking for more. The pitch is a ball to outside. The pitch outside for ball 3. The 3-0, he's taking all the way, and that hits the outside corner for strike 1. Again, when these brackets are put together, they also determine home and visitor for each game before the players are even put in, before the teams are even put in. That is ball 4. As I can hear the occasional top, bottom in my head. So 2 men on here as Brock has drawn the walk and Hall now the walk. So 2 on here for Trent DeFelix. Pitch to DeFelix is swung on and missed for strike 1. Just a reminder, I've never been to Sebring, guys. Is it near Tampa? Where is Sebring? Gentlemen, where is Sebring? In Sebring. Thank you, Brian Cox. And the winner of the Captain Obvious Award, as far as where it is in the state. Pitch to DeFelix is a big swing and a miss, 0-2. South of Lakeland. Lakeland is south of Orlando, correct? Gotcha. That's going to be a good haul for me, about 6.5, 7 hours, I believe. Again, the action starting Saturday morning. That ball is low and away for ball 1. As we see a map here, Sebring is due south of Orlando, and I guess it looks like a little southeast of Lakeland. That'll be a pretty good haul from Pensacola, where I'm from. The pitch is ground ball through the 5-6 hole in the left for a base hit. They will send one runner around. The throw is going to come into short. They will throw home, and he will airmail the catcher. They had no play at the plate, and obviously that's going to move 2 runners up. That takes the force out as the single, and I guess E6 allows the runners an extra base. As Brock scores, it is now 8-0. As Caleb Thomas to the plate. Again, one down here in the bottom of the second. Caleb Thomas had an infield hit and drove in a run in the first. The pitch is a strike called. It's 0-1. Well, if this ends up holding, Liberty County has a lot to be proud of. Like I said, they didn't earn their way here. They got the automatic berth for being the host, but yet they've won 3 straight games in the elimination bracket as the infielders, Carpenter and Roddenberry, have switched places, and I'm not sure if Carpenter may have hurt his elbow, I think, on the throw to the plate, so he is going to exit. Just in case the score hasn't been bad enough, then looks like number 1, actually I guess Roddenberry will go back to his original spot at short. Number 1 coming in is Tanner McSpadden. Hopefully that's nothing serious, as he was holding that elbow. Getting through a lot of pitches in that first inning, and then I think that throw to home, it sailed on him. The pitch is swung on, popped up, right side. First baseman giving chase, but he's going to run out of room. Count now 0-2. Yeah, the throw coming in from left field, Carpenter sailed over the backstop. If he is injured in some fashion, that could explain it. Hopefully that's not the case. The 0-1 to Thomas is low for a ball. The 1-2 pitch is a strike 3 call. Nice pitch there as it clipped the inside corner for out number 2. As Corey Williams struck out swinging in the first inning. Again, 8-0 here, Marianna, in the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Championship game. Pitch from Amons is a swing and a miss. Pulled the string there, 0-1. Outfielders playing straight away. Hunter Brown looks very deep in center, not so much on the corners. The 0-1 hits him in the back as Williams tosses the bat and trots to first. And the bases are loaded for Parker Willis, who struck out swinging his first time. Aaron Johnson waiting on deck. The pitch way outside. Here comes the runner. Hesitated. Now he'll throw home. He'll be safe. As Jacoby Hall stutter-stepped about a third of the way, thinking he may not make it. Then he turned the jets back on. Made the play at the plate awfully close as the foot got in as Amons caught the ball. Amons just couldn't get the tag down quick enough as Hall, for the second time, has scored on a wild pitch. It is 9-0 Marianna. Liberty County needs to put this fire out quick, because if this thing continues, there's a chance Marianna wins it in 3. The pitch to Willis is a big swing and a miss. That should even things at a ball and a strike. And if this score holds, we will stay on so we can at least you can listen to the post-game ceremonies of the. It is low for a ball. Nice block by Kent, keeping it in front. 2 balls and a strike. Again, Parker Willis struck out looking in the first inning. The pitch is swung on, popped up. It'll get out of play. 2-2. This is looks like the 20th at-bat by Marianna. Everybody has been on base at least once except for Willis. As we mentioned, he struck out his first time. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, back at the box. That's a base hit. One is going to score. They're going to send the runner around. The throw from center is coming into second. There will not be a play at the plate. It is 11-0, Marianna. This marks the fifth game in 6 that Marianna's broken double digits. Which means they have outscored the opposition 67-4. Aaron Johnson to the plate. The pitch. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. He tried to spin out of the way, but I think it got a piece of the upper arm or shoulder. So for the second time, Aaron Johnson hit by a pitch. And oh, by the way, 2 runners on for the second inning in a row. Marianna's going to bat around as Isaiah Spencer at the plate. He has reached on an error and scored and struck out swinging. His time is called, and Matt Carpenter with the slow stroll to the mound. Again, Jock Jive Sports Productions uses small events and large. Works small events and large. From T-ball to the Toyota Center, use sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Back here at Bristol, where Isaiah Spencer takes strike one. Again, Spencer struck out looking to end the first inning. He reached on an error and scored a run to lead off the inning. 13 batters batted in that inning. 9 will have batted here. The pitch is swung on, ground ball. Second baseman, nice play over to first in time. It'll go 4-3 for out number 3. But Marianna tacking on 4 more. On 2 base hits. They only have 6 in the game. They have left 2 on. We've played 2. We will head to the top of the third when we get back. It is all Marianna here in the state championship game, 11-0. Again, you are listening to JockJive.com.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Florida. Coming this summer on JockJive.com, Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Cal Ripken World Series, Georgia Park and Recreation Championship, SWAC Media Day, and a whole lot more. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to come back often to JockJive.com. It'll be batters 9, 10, and 11 Now the possibility looming here that Marianna shuts Liberty County down in order. Marianna scores 4 to go up 15, but they would still have to bat in the 4th because the 12th batter, Jax Brown, hadn't batted. Again, despite the outcome here, Liberty County as the host won a mercy rule game in the winner's bracket before they lost 12-1 to Marianna, won 3 consecutive elimination games to make it to the championship game. So to be number 2 out of 10 here and number 2 out of, who knows, about 75 parks that do majors statewide, that's not bad. Again, it'll be Jackson Mayo, Hunter Brown, Tanner McSpadden here in the top of the 3rd. Again, 8 in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd. And again, as we said, we'll keep the audio running through the post-game ceremony, should there be one. We're obviously leaning that direction with the score. The pitch is a strike call. Cameron Odom has given up a leadoff single and a leadoff walk, and then 6 strikeouts. Strike 2 called. And 63 out of 69 outs by the strikeout. Make it 64 for 70 as Jackson Mayo swings and misses for strike 1. The Marianna team could be something to watch in Lumberton in about a month. Actually, I guess it starts a month from today on August the 4th. Hunter Brown, the shortstop or the center fielder, he squares the bunt, pulls back. The pitch misses for ball 1. Squaring around the bunt, pulls back. Corner infielder's crashing. It's got to be pretty imposing when Isaiah Spencer is coming down the line at you. Got to be at least a foot taller than Hunter Brown. Squares, pulled it back, it's a strike. Now, I don't know if it's the case in the majors where you square around a bunt like that you have to offer or pull it back. You cannot pull back and swing away. Count is 3-1. Again, Tanner McSpadden on deck. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Count now full. The 3-2 pitch is strike 3 called. I think I've said that before. 8 strikeouts in 8 outs for Cameron Odom. As the right-handed hitting Tanner McSpadden to the plate. The pitch is a strike called. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Odom is locked in for sure here. Again, a leadoff single, leadoff walk, and a lot of Ks. That one missing outside. 1-2. The pitch is strike 3 called. So 6 in a row retired by the K. 9 for 9. So we will head to the bottom of the 3rd, which means we obviously will play the top of the 4th regardless of what happens here. When we get back on the other side of this break, you're listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Championship game here on JockJive.com.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working. The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
To the bottom of the third we go. It'll be batters 2, 3, and 4. Brady Brock, Cameron Odom, and Jacoby Hall. They lead 11-0, but again, only 11 batters have batted for Liberty County. So that means we will have the top of the fourth regardless. Brady Brock has walked twice in the first and the second. And again, we said we will stay on so you can catch or listen to the audio of the award ceremony, which is quite lengthy because each team gets an individual trophy, I believe. Each team gets a trophy, of course. Both teams have to get their flag from out in the outfield. And the Sportsmanship Award will be awarded. So a full slate of accolades to be awarded. Understand that not only did Spring Hill win the World Series on the traditional side, they also won the Sportsmanship Award. So a lot of proud mommies and daddies in that group. Of course, both Spring Hill and Okeechobee will be heading to Lumberton, North Carolina on July the 28th. For the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series, which Jock Jive will be at. As Amons' first pitch to Brock is a swing and a miss. So I've got about a 2.5-hour drive home. I believe my buddy Mike Rideout is about 3.5. Let's hope these clouds don't follow one of us home. Right now it's just hanging above us. The pitch up and away for ball one. The 1-1 from Amons is a strike called. It's 1-2. So that means that Liberty County needs at least 2 runs to force the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, hit a mile high, left side. Third baseman with just enough room and foul ground will put it away. Jake Burns for out number 1. Right in front of the Marianna bench. One down now for Cameron Odom, has a walk and a strikeout. He walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. The pitch is a ball upstairs. Wind blowing straight out with the flags, the two that remain. The pitch is a swing and a miss. I'll even things at 1-1. The pitch is a strike call, now 1-2. Eamon's looking in, long look, and the 1-2 pitch is over the head of the batter. So he ducks out of the way, 2-2. Noticing it looks very short from here, the pitch from the pitching rubber to the plate. Fortunately, everybody has ducked out of the way and not gotten hit in the helmet with pitches. We've seen it a handful of times. Curveball, and he sits back. Nice piece of hitting there. Base hit to center as Cameron Odom swats one to right center. So one on here for Jacoby Hall, who has a single, an RBI, and a run scored, and a walk and a run scored. Odom, the runner at first base. The pitch is a swing and a miss as Hall tried to climb the ladder to get that one. And Cameron Odom, the runner at first. He's on base for the second time. And the pitch is swung on, hit a mile high. Shortstop coming out, center fielder coming in, still coming in, and makes the catch. Long run there for Hunter Brown for out number 2. As Trent DeFelix with a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. The pitch is swung on and hit well to center. Center fielder going back. It will one-hop the fence. Running around third. They will hold him there. A long double for Trent DeFelix, who is now 3 for 3. Say about another 10 feet from leaving the yard. Definitely one of the best struck balls we've seen in this one, as Caleb Thomas to the plate. Thomas with an infield hit, an RBI, and a run scored. He struck out looking in the second. The pitch, low into the dirt. Here comes the runner, and he will be safe as the ball drops. Ball ran back to the catcher. Kent almost had a play on Odom, but he scores on the wild pitch. That's his second run. It is 12-0. But again, only 11 Liberty County batters have batted, so we will automatically have the top of the fourth. And I would imagine if that happens, where the 12th batter bats, they obviously will finish the top of the fourth, and Liberty County will get 3 outs. Is that true, Tim Arnold? Just the one batter? Oh, are we going to check? All right, we're going to get confirmation about that. The pitch is swung on, back up the box. That ball will drop into shallow center for a base hit. RBI makes it 13-0. They will finish the inning. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to make sure on that. So, yes, Liberty County will get 3 outs to work with. Of course, Marianna isn't at 15 yet. It is 13 at the moment. So Liberty County will get their 3 outs in the top of the 4th. And as of right now, they need at least 4 runs. Corey Williams with a hit by pitch, a run scored, and a strikeout. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. The next run for Marianna will give them 70 for the tournament. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Parker Willis waiting on deck. Marianna with 7 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 here in the third. The pitch from Amons is low and away, just off the plate. 1-2. Actually, we'll give you the recap of who did what at the plate before we send it down for the closing ceremonies. Of course, it takes a second to get all those trophies down there and the table set up. The 1-2 is swung on and fouled off the end of the bat. Big cut there by Corey Williams. So it looks like it will be Spring Hill, Okeechobee in the machine pitch, and Marianna here in the majors that will have to get ready to do a whole lot of fundraising to help pay for that long trip to Lumberton, North Carolina. The 1-2 pitch by Amons is low and away for ball 2. Does look like the gray clouds are slowly moving from our right to left. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll do it for the bottom of the third. Marianna is 3 outs away from a trip to the World Series. We'll have it for you when we get back. You are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Championship game here on JockJive.com.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
We see number 8, Sergio Womble, making his way out to left field for Marianna. Aaron Johnson coming out of the game. As Jacoby Hall will move to, looks like he'll move to center. Cole Reagan is in right. I believe Parker Willis has already played. Again, I'm not sure because of our vantage point here in the press box. The official score is down at ground level, so they can communicate with the managers to let them know about defensive changes, pitch counts, things of that nature. So right now in the infield, it looks like it's Harris, Brock, Thomas, Spencer, as was the case when the game started, but it is Womble, Hall, and Reagan in the outfield. DeFelix still behind the plate, and Cameron Odom looking to finish the shutout. 9 strikeouts in 3 innings. As Jax Brown will lead off the top of the 4th. The pitch is a strike called. And Tony Smith, State Director, Brian Cox, National Director, will be part of the post-game ceremony as the ball is lined out to the second baseman. Caleb Thomas, 1 down here in the 4th. Back to the top, Rylan Roddenberry beat out an infield hit his first time. So Nate Carpenter is coming out to bat here, so he must be all right. He got pulled out because it looked like some sort of an elbow injury, but it looks like he'll be able to bat. The pitch is a ball low. Roddenberry has the only hit of the game for Liberty County was an infield single. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. That'll even it at 1-1. And we thank everybody for tuning in to all of our broadcasts on the major side and the machine pitch side. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. It's looking like this will be it. If game is not going to be needed. 1-2. And that gets through into right center for a base hit. Roddenberry around first. He will make it to second. And they're going to send him to third. The throw coming into the infield. He'll be standing with a triple. So Rylan Roddenberry has both of Liberty County's hits, an infield hit and now a triple. Nate Carpenter struck out looking his first time. Infield coming in, but I say, play at regular depth. You're up 13-0. I think they want the shutout. The pitch is low for a ball. And right now, it looks like Marianna will finish with 69 runs in the tournament. Strike called. It's 0-1. Question is, do they finish with 4 runs? Or can Liberty County actually scored one of those runs? They lost 12-1 on Saturday. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And Carpenter started the game, but gave up 7 runs in the first inning. It has been all downhill for the host since. It is swung on, ground ball. Diving stop by Spencer. He flips over to first, but nobody can get there in time. Odom's going to fire to second, and he's going to be safe. Odom's throw was to his left of second base. If it was anywhere in the vicinity, he would have been out by a mile. But I guess an infield single and an E3 allows Carpenter to take first, and Liberty County on the board here at 13-1. Jake Burns, who struck out looking his first time, will head to the plate. Pitch from Odom upstairs for a ball. Burns struck out looking after a 5-pitch at bat. He pops one up right side. Spencer in foul ground will catch it for out number 2. Marianna now 1 out away. Gavin Sewell struck out swinging to end the first inning. As Brock Lewis to the on-deck circle. The pitch is a ball 1. As we said, we'll stay on to give you the audio of the post-game ceremonies. The pitch is swung on, fouled off the catcher's mask. That should even things at 1-1. Ball and a strike. The runner at second is Nate Carpenter. The pitch is a ball outside. That'll make it 2-1. Pitch is a big swing and a miss. 2-2. Marianna now 1 strike away. The throw down to third. He will be safe. The Carpenter reaches third on the wild pitch. But the concern is at the plate for Marianna. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the 4th. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and ripped down the left field line as Matt Carpenter, the manager, had to duck from getting his head taken off. Good contact there by Sewell. He has a smile on his face, but his coach is saying, hey, how about 5 feet to my left? Another 2-2 from Odom is low and in the dirt. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brock Lewis hoping to bat, but he needs Gavin Sewell to extend it. The payoff pitch from Odom is low and in the dirt. Ball 4. It gets away. The runner thought about coming in. Now they got him in a rundown. Catcher running him back to third. Slides back and it's safe. It gets away. And they're going to tell him to head home. The throw coming home will not be in time. So Carpenter scores on, I guess, an E2. And good base running by Sewell makes it all the way to third base. It's 13-2. As Mason Brock's going to have a quick talk with his infield. They say, guys, all we need is 1 out. And it looks like Isaiah Spencer might be called on to close this one out. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park, where Isaiah Spencer will be called on to get the final out here of the tournament. Not sure if, I believe that's Jacoby Hall coming in to take his place at first, which means we'll need a new center fielder. Again, it will be Brock Lewis to try to continue this one. Gavin Sewell drew the walk and ended up all the way at third after the rundown with Nate Carpenter after the error. Throwing error from the catcher, I believe. Ended up in left field and he scored. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jock Jive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. And coming to this fall on JockJive.com, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, the ACCC game of the week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports. I believe it is Jacoby Hall now at first, as the left-handed hitting Brock Lewis to the plate. The pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. So there's a new right fielder out there. The 0-1 from Spencer is swung on and missed for strike 2. Marianna is a strike away. Somehow I think Isaiah Spencer's about to throw this one through Trent DeFelix. The 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1 as the Marianna infielders started moving in celebratory mode, but now we'll have to go back to their spots. The 1-2 pitch from Spencer is strike 3 called. And the boys from Marianna, Florida are your 2015-2018 Florida DYB Major State Champions. As a little delayed reaction there as they just found out, oh, we're up 11. We don't have to bat in the 4th as the celebration is underway. Your final score here in the state championship game is Marianna 13, Liberty County 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the players congratulate each other, pitcher's mound, give us a few moments to set up the field for our post-game award ceremony, and we'll be right back with you.
While they shake hands and we get the post-game ceremony prepared, we'll go ahead and give you the rundown for Liberty County. Rylan Roddenberry, 2 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. Nate Carpenter, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Jake Burns, 0 for 2. Gavin Sewell, 0 for 1 with a walk. Same with Brock Lewis. Then Jacob Kent, Ashton Amons, Maddox Taunton, Jackson Mayo, Hunter Brown, Tanner McSpadden, and Jax Brown, all 0 for 1. For the victorious Marianna squad, it's Isaiah Spencer actually going 0 for 3, reaching on an error and scoring once. Brady Brock goes 0 for 1 with 2 walks and scored twice. Cameron Odom, 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. Jacoby Hall goes 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Trent Felix, 3 for 3 with a double, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Caleb Thomas, 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Corey Williams, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored.
On the field,
Parker Willis, 1 for 2 with a 2-run single.
on the grass.
Aaron Johnson, no official at bat. He was hit by pitch twice and scored once. Coleman Reagan with a walk and an RBI. Jake Harris, 1 for 1 with an RBI. Sergio Womble, no official at bat. He walked once. As we see, looks like Tim Arnold, the district manager.
And if you were looking for a deal in the concession stand, now is the time.
Ray Kirkland's down there. Ray Glisson, the Park and Rec director here at Liberty County.
In the concession stand.
And I would imagine Tony Smith, the state director here in Florida, and Mr. Brian Cox, national director, will be down there as well. So go ahead and turn up our crowd mic and turn down my headset so you can hear all of the post-game festivities.
First, before we proceed with our post-game activities, we'd like to recognize Ray Glisson, our tournament rec director host, and his staff and volunteers for putting on a tremendous tournament here. And thank you, all of the staff and volunteers who spent countless hours here this week, keeping the fields in good shape, the grounds in good shape, and the concessions flowing for you. We appreciate all of your help. It does not go unnoticed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you will, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound, where we have our host rec director, Ray Glisson, District 5, and our host director, Tim Arnold, and National Director, Brian Cox, with our post-game, post-tournament awards ceremony. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize the players from Liberty County as they receive their awards. We ask that each player step forward as we call your name and your number. First, number 24, Rylan Roddenberry. Number 42, Nate Carpenter.